At 30, I thought I was running out of time. At 40, I thought I should have achieved more. At 50, I started wondering whether some opportunities had already passed me. And now at 60, I know the truth that you are not behind, you are not too old, and it is never too late to become the person you are created to be. Today, I want to share 7 personal development lessons that took me 60 years to understand. Please stay for number 7 because it may completely change how you see your life. Hello and welcome. This is Talent Insights by Mwangi, a channel that I created to train, to mentor, to coach young professionals. I am Mwangi, a HR professional, a trainer, a mentor, an author, and a woman who retired from corporate employment only to discover that retirement was not the end of my story. It was the beginning of another chapter. I have learned that personal development is not about becoming someone else. It is about discovering and having courage to become who you were really meant to be. You see, there are certain things that take time to discover. And these lessons have taken me 6 decades to understand. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. There are no such conditions. Start from where you are. Many people are not failing because they lack the ability. They are stuck waiting for that perfection. You're waiting for more money to go back to school. You're waiting to build confidence. You're waiting for approval. That approval may never come. You're waiting for children to grow. Children don't grow. Once a mother, always a mother. Or you're waiting for somebody to open the door. So you're afraid of knocking on those doors that seem closed. You're waiting for life to become less complicated. Probably you're in relationships that seem not to be working, and they are taking a lot of your time. But perfect conditions rarely come. I was born in the village. It did not begin with advantages, connections. I learned that you do not need to see the entire staircase before taking the first step. Sometimes progress begins with the little that is already in your hands. So ask yourself, what am I postponing? Because conditions are not perfect. Start from there, that imperfect space. Lesson 2, confidence comes after action, not before it. How will you know you have the confidence? You haven't tried to speak. You haven't tried to do something. You haven't tried to knock on that door that you think is reserved for certain people. You speak and then you become a better speaker. You apply and then you become more comfortable applying. You record the first video and then recording becomes easier. You start the business while the book or return to school. And you learn as you move on. You may feel afraid, but still take the first step. That's where it begins. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision that your purpose is more important than your fear. Lesson 3, you must be visible. This lesson is especially important to anyone building a career, a business, or ministry or a personal brand. You cannot remain hidden and expect people to discover what you offer. You must practice what I call kujituma. Kujituma means putting yourself forward and saying, I am here. This is what I do. This is what I offer. And this is the value I bring. So you're saying the things that you bring even before being asked. You see, sometimes you're waiting for somebody to ask, what do you bring on the table? Speak about your work. Share what you know. Apply for opportunities. Introduce yourself. Ask for the meeting. Post that video. The world has become a global stage, and you determine the size of your stage by showing up on it. Visibility is not pride. When handled with humility and integrity, visibility is stewardship. Lesson 4. Stop measuring your life with somebody else's ruler. Stop comparing yourself. Comparison can make a successful person feel like a failure. You look at someone's promotion, marriage, business, house, followers, financial success, and you begin questioning your own journey. But people do not begin from that same place. They do not carry the same responsibility. You do not have the same calling. And they are not working with the same timetable. Some people bloom early, others bloom later. And neither journey is inferior. This is one of the central lessons in my book, How to Measure. You must learn to measure your life by your purpose, values, growth, and assignment, not by another person's public achievements. Just run your race. Celebrate other people without abandoning yourself. They say, clap for someone else until it is your turn. Lesson 5. Reinvention has no age limit. Don't say you are too old to do certain things. When I retired from formal employment, I became more intentional about consulting, about training, about mentoring, waiting, sharing what I had learned. I even became an author at 60. Your job may end, your relationship may end, your business may fail, your children may leave home like mine. A familiar season may close, but the end of one role is not the end of your usefulness. You are allowed to begin again. You are allowed to learn something new. You are allowed to introduce a new version of yourself to the world. Because why not? Lesson 6. Discipline will take you where motivation cannot. Motivation is powerful, but it is unreliable. Some mornings you feel inspired. Other mornings you don't feel like doing anything. That is why growth needs discipline. Read when you do not feel like reading. Save when you do not, when you want to spend. Exercise when the bed feels more comfortable. Complete that application. Make that phone call. Record that video. Do something small repeatedly. Your life is not transformed by the emotional moment. It is transformed by the habits you repeat when nobody is watching. Do not underestimate small, consistent actions. A small action repeated for 1 year can produce completely a different person. Do something repeatedly over and over again, long enough to see results. Lesson 7. Your life is not only about you. This may be the greatest lesson of all. Personal development is not simply about becoming richer, more confident, more successful. It is about becoming more useful. What have you learned? that could help another person. Who can you mentor? Whose door can you open? Who can you encourage? What story are you carrying that might give another person permission to continue? Your pain can become wisdom. Your experience can become a roadmap. Your mistakes can become warnings. Your success can become a bridge. The highest form of growth is not simply changing your life. It is about becoming the kind of person whose growth changes other lives too. In conclusion, you're not too late. You're not too old. You are not too ordinary. And your beginnings do not have the authority to define your ending. Thank you. This has been Mwangi. I'll see you in my next video.